Welcome back, everybody. We're back on the prairie. We're going to try to finish this thing up, the motor up anyway. I might not be able to get to the tires today, but we got a spark plug to change, and we have an exhaust gasket to change. And the easiest way I found to do that is to remove the fuel tank, just kind of set it out of the way. You don't need to disconnect your hoses or anything, but it gives you access to your spark plug and pretty decent access to your exhaust gasket for down there. I'm trying to take all this plastic off to gain access to that, or try to get up in here to get the fender well plastic out. It can be a bear at times due to all the mud that usually cakes up on here and corrodes the nuts on here very badly. Sometimes they break off, and then you're replacing bolts and things like that. It's quick enough and easy enough to pull the fuel tank off. It's the one cover that goes here over top the gas tank. You take a couple bolts out for that. You take 2 bolts out for the fuel tank. You just slide it back out of the way and remove your seat. Don't forget to remove your seat first. It's literally that easy. But I should be able to gain my access pretty good. I know positively that I can get to that spark plug, and I'm pretty sure I can get down there to work on the exhaust. So let's get started. See if we can't get this knocked out. All right. That's about the best I'm going to be able to do for you guys, so I have room to work. And so let's get started. The socket that you'll need to get the spark plug out is going to be 11/16. And the first thing that you need to do, since this is a four-wheeler, there's going to be dirt and dust everywhere. You want to get around that spark plug and blow it out with your air wand. Okay, for some reason it doesn't fit that way. It's a little sloppy, but we're going to try it. This happens to be a 3/4. Hopefully I don't get in your way too much. So that's a little, this socket's a little too big. The plug looks like it's pretty good condition. Electrode looks good. Not sure how old it is, but we're gonna go with the new one. I did put a little bit of never sees on the screw threads, and we'll go ahead and get this installed. Make sure you tighten it up to crush the sleeve. Should be good. And there's our crush washer for the exhaust. Forget to put your spark plug boot back on, but I'm going to leave it off for the time being until I get my exhaust gasket done. I'm hoping this goes good, because if I remember right, there's some kind of weird bushing in there also. Alright guys, I got one bolt out so far, and that's that one right there. I still have this one to get out. I was able to peel back some plastic so I can get you a shot in there. That would be the only way I can get you a shot. So like I said, now I gotta get this one right there out, and then we can try to get the exhaust pipe moved forward a little bit. I've got the back of it unbolted, and I got it floating on some rope right there. Hopefully that works out like I think it will. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to take all that plastic off on the back. And I really don't want to do that if I don't have to. Not for just a little exhaust gasket. You know, if I was doing some kind of overhaul or had to get to the transmission or something like that, different story. All right, let's see if we can get that off of there. Well, of course, this one's going to be quite a bit tighter. The other side, it came unscrewed pretty easy. Let me reach through here, see if I can't get a hold of it, and at least break it loose. I got a couple turns on it. Maybe I can finish getting it out of there. I got her. Cool. Slide the collar out of the way. I'm going to show you something real quick. You have these two halves on this exhaust. Alright. And they go just like this. As you can see, there's a flange there. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a flange here. And the flange goes towards the front. Just like this. And this edge here goes into the motor, and as that collar tightens up against it, it pushes against the that copper O-ring and creates a seal. Well, I guess I'm not going to be able to get that out of there like I hoped I could. I've got a snorkel that's in the way of the exhaust and won't let it slide back far enough for me to get the new O-ring in and out. I might have to undo. Where am I at? Right down there is the clamps for that snorkel. I might have to undo those, and hopefully the snorkel will push back far enough. Alright guys, I did get the exhaust pipe out of the way. I got that clamp off, got this slid back a little bit, and that was just enough for me to get in there and get that pipe off. As you can see there was no copper gasket in there like there should be, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but right along there's a groove. So I don't believe that groove is supposed to be there, and I'll show you why, what I think happened. At some point somebody's had this thing apart, because this O-ring was not in there at all. These two pieces here are damaged, and I think on one side of it they dug in, and I think this is the side that dug in. You see how narrow it is across here versus how wide it is across here, and you see where that lip has started to peel up, that edge. I think this is the edge that was digging into the exhaust port of the engine block. So we'll get another set of these, and once they come in, we'll go ahead and get things changed out. And also, this edge here on this one is curled way back. If I remember right, I think it's supposed to be straight, not rolled back. So, like I said, these are damaged, and we'll get some new ones. And when they get here, we will be able to finish up the exhaust. I did have to lift it up on its back, so a little bit like this, so I could get up under there and get the screw clamps loose on that snorkel, and then it also allowed me to see up in there on the exhaust a little bit better too.